I'm looking for a yellow. And how many yellows are there?
There are 17. Would you like to see our colour chart?
Yes, I'm looking for a yellow.
Well, this is the right chart.
Is this a fair representation of the actual colour?
As good as it can be made, sir.
And how about that one?
Sunshine. Good choice.
Not very yellow, is it?
What about golden orb?
I'm looking for something yellower.
Turmeric?
It's not really yellow either, is it? Less yellow than golden orb, in fact, do you see?
Yes.
So something less yellow than that one, but more yellow than this one.
This one's too yellow.
Well, isn't it obvious? It screams yellow. It's so vulgar, it's in your face, it's too overstated.
Too yellow?
Well, obviously not too yellow, but too obviously yellow. I mean, that one's just screaming, look at me, I'm yellow.
Well, it is bold, I agree. Some people like that.
Well, they're peasants. Yellow, yes, but not attention-grabbing, look at the size of my love truncheon in yellow. It makes me want to vomit copiously.
Well, maybe these are a bit more understated, perhaps.
That one? That doesn't deserve to be called yellow. That's little more than a very bright cream. Pretentious colour, yellow my arse.
Did you have a colour in mind?
Yes, yellow!
I see. Like this?
Now you're taking the piss. Not yellow like that, more...
Yellow?
Yes! Yes, more yellow! Not that piece of crap. Less yellow than those two and more yellow than, well, most of the rest. And no slutty yellows. Not the kind of yellow that pulls up outside a nightclub in a Ferrari and steps out hoping all the women will look at him. But not some prissy yellow that spends Saturday afternoon at home watching the golf. Just a good, honest pint of beer and packet of crisps yellow.
This one?
You're not listening to me, are you?
Sir, this is the only colour chart we have. As you can see, there are 17.
Hopeless! I should sue you under the Trade Descriptions Act. Yellow. A colour chart purporting to display shades of yellow. Horse manure, sir! I wouldn't let my daughter out at night with any of those so-called yellows. It's a travesty.
I'm sorry, sir.
I mean, all I want is a nice yellow. Is that too much to ask?
As I say, this is the manufacturer's chart of yellows.
Well, they are obviously colourblind. Or they have no idea what makes a good shade of yellow. Pimpled morons, the lot of them.
Who are?
Oh, the paint company, darling. No idea about colours, these people.
Really?
Yes, I mean, all they want is a nice shade of yellow.
Red, darling.
Ah. Yes. Red.
How about this one, darling?
Yes, perfect.
Stop! It's suicide, really, the best way to end this.
To end what? My miserable existence or the play?
The play. And what miserable existence? Who says Simon has a miserable existence?
He carries a gun.
Jeff!
What? He does carry a gun. Since when is it not okay to extrapolate the character, create a backstory?
Oh, Mr. Method.
Jeff has put a gun in his hand for whatever reason, comedy, tragic comedy. The end has to be believable in the context of the character.
What's up?
I'm sorry, Jeff, I'm just not feeling this ending. It's very out of character. I'm sorry.
But it isn't out of character. He has a gun.
Well, yeah, Paul, the gun is there because of the ending. Yeah, how can you shoot yourself if you don't have a gun?
But if he didn't need to shoot himself, then he wouldn't have to carry a gun through the whole sketch.
He has a miserable existence, therefore he carries a gun.
Does he have a miserable existence? Jeff, you wrote this.
Well, I know that I didn't have the time of my life whilst I was working in the paint department of B and Blooming Q.
Exactly.
But I'm just questioning whether the ending is right in the context of the piece, because for me, the punchline was always the red.
Well, maybe Jeff wants a double punch.
Well, maybe. He can't rely on his actor to descend into frustration without the need for a prop.
Here we go again.
What did you say?
I'm just saying that if the actor couldn't, build enough humour into the character of Simon, that the script would give a get-out at the end. A get-out that I don't think is necessary in the right hands.
What's this really about, Ellen? It's about us, isn't it? It's about the fact that I broke up with you, And now you have to belittle me in front of him.
I think Ellen's views are about the script and not you, Paul.
I think they're very fucking much about me.
Typical egotism.
Typical bitter woman.
Oh, so I'm the one with the miserable existence now, not Simon.
Hang on, who said Simon had a miserable existence?
Daniel Day Bloody Lewis over here.
He's just frustrated, that's all. I know that I had people like Simon work in the store when I was there.
But did they carry guns?
I don't know. That was only a summer job. But this is a comedy sketch, and in comedy, anything goes.
Like carrying a gun, exactly.
But where does it say that Simon is a psycho nut dog coiled and ready to go on a killing spree? Or is that just you, Paul? Typecast.
It wouldn't need a spree, I'd be happy with just one.
Oh, fucking hell. Just to put me out of my miserable existence now, I don't have you.
It would stop the snide comments at least.
Oh, a grand gesture. Coming from the king of unsubtle performances.
Do you know what, Ellen? That's not a bad idea.
No.
What?
I'm sorry,
What?
Jane. I just think it's too sudden.
I've made changes already, Nick.
Yes, I know, but on the full run through, you can
Rob,
clearly see
what
that
do you
it's
think?
not even
Well, do
listening.
you know what, Jane? We're just trying to make this work, you know, play within a play. It's even harder trying to get it right. Don't get me wrong, it's a great idea. I mean, I wouldn't be on board. We all wouldn't be on board if we didn't think it works.
So, in other words, you agree?
It's not a bloody conspiracy. Well, actually, it is. Look, friends help each other. I know that I could have done with some constructive input when I was first starting out.
Well, maybe actors just shouldn't try to be writers as well.
Well, maybe actors should try to be directors.
Actors should be what they bloody want.
Well, maybe we should skip the thespian debate and get back to the perils of Paul and Ellen.
Well, what we've got is that Paul has created Simon's backstory, but what we don't know is Paul's backstory.
Yes, well, he should be more miserable and bitter than Ellen. That much should be abundantly clear.
Now, after the fact, I agree.
Well, I'm trying not to get bogged down in exposition,
Well, there's bogged down and then there's character arc.
says the great writer.
Fuck you, Jenny. I never worked it out. Obviously, I never worked out the perfect script. So maybe you can forgive me for trying to help, Jenny.
A selfless gesture
If you think I'm...
What's
here
done?
in
is done.
What's done?
Ancient history.
Well, obviously not.
Mate, if you really think I would be here if I was expecting an emotional kick in the nuts...
I'm just here to be Paul.
And Nick is just here to play Jeff. So forgive me for casting who I think is right in
Well-
each role, despite us.
The difference is that I knew who I was up against, and on another day it wouldn't have even been me. Maybe you really do need my support.
Well, if that isn't an emotional kick in the nuts, I don't know what is. Am I the result of spinning the bottle too?
Rob, casting is a million different things. Professionalism, but talent, team fit.
Favours.
Fuck off, Nick!
Nick, just let it lie, you know? We both have had a rough couple of years, you know? Not saying we haven't, but we're here now.
A rough couple of years. I was working the checkouts at bloody Tesco until last summer. Oh, now that interview was fucking hilarious. What? Rather, sir? Shouldn't you be making people roll in other aisles instead of stacking Cheerios in ours?
Well, I'm sorry it's not looked back in anger.
Oh, ha ha. Come on. What was the real reason you hired me, cast me?
To show I don't bear a grudge. To help a fellow thesp. Pick your reason. But if you're going to get bogged down in this bullshit, then perhaps you want the pro you were before.
You have your life and your family splashed all over the front page, tabloid tattle not of your own making, and then you try and get a gig in this town.
Tell me about it.
Well, yours was your own stupid fault.
Except that mine was all bloody lies.
Oh, yes, so out of character for such an upstanding citizen.
That trunk road was bullshit.
Boys, you were both wronged.
The difference is that mine was a lie.
I'd have given anything for mine to have been a lie. What happened to my little girl was very real and very unforgivable. He got what he deserved. And we tried to move on. And then...
Spence!
Who's over this? We've got a show to do.
Mark, I think you hit a nerve.
He's been off with me since the start.
Me too.
You try to do right by someone.
Well, maybe he was cut deeper than you.
They had me as a drug addict, Sarah. Some bastard planted the gear on me to ruin my career. When I find that fucking trick
Look.
to do that.
You're young. You're back. You'll be on Broadway before you know it. You mustn't lose faith because you lost face. It's just one bad review. And who gives a shit about bad reviews?
Everyone. And here I am playing a struggling actor. The irony.
Well, an actor with issues and a grudge. Well, I guess I see your point.
As opposed to you and Spencer.
That is different.
How? I can't hide it, you know.
It hurt. Okay? Enough said.
Is it that bad to live this long? It's love, not careers.
Love is pretty fucking important. I mean, people died for less.
You were pretty serious.
He is a damn fine actor.
Would he be here if you were the enemy?
He's all over that. It seems.
And you?
Spence! Spence, we're ready to roll.
Yeah, okay.
Come on, let's get this moving. Where is he? Something wrong?
Oh, no, I was just thinking what a serious piece of kit this was. I mean, the sort of thing I wouldn't mind if I was...
If...
Oh, no, nothing. It'll never happen. Oh, finally.
Just leave it.
Leave what?
This holier-than-thou shit of all the people.
Oh, right, I give up.
Nick, honestly, whatever it is, I mean, you're amongst friends.
Friend, singular, or are we not?
Jesus, we're not even in tech, and I'm public enemy #1. Do you know what this is about?
To suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune.
Huh?
Sorry to disappoint you, but we're not at the Globe just yet.
To be or not to be.
Ideally, to be here, you know, Paul, Ellen, Jeff, the place, the thing.
Wherein I'll catch the conscience of the actor.
I think round about now lunch would be a great idea. What do you think, lunch?
Definitely. Fruitcake would be ideal.
You! I'm here because of you.
Well, I'm flattered.
Down here. With all due respect, Jane, this is not the Globe.
None taken.
We have to start somewhere.
Well, I already started. A long time ago. You brought me here, Robert Giles Lowell.
I never liked Giles.
You don't have children, do you? Robert Giles Lowell. And don't answer. I know that you don't. I know everything about you. How you seduced and impregnated a 15-year-old girl.
Be fair, 16.
15? And that's what's important. Not only does it damage the girl badly, but it damages the family. It damages the father, his reputation, his career as an actor, his marriage, his sanity. Smith is a very common name. I've never gone by that moniker as a performer. I always used Kirby. But Smith is my daughter's name.
You. You fucking bastard.
What the...
Me, bastard?
Rob.
I knew someone had it in for me.
What? You're going to tell me that you feel wronged?
Tell you? But no!
Eddie!
Jesus. Shit.
Oh.
Mark. Sarah.
No way.
Eddie, I'm calling an ambulance.
All right, Mark.
Hello? Hello? Ambulance, please. Hello, can you hear me? There's been a terrible accident.